Hi, good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have studied about the grammatical aspect, matching of the verb with subject. And the continuation part we will start, that is called the subject verb agreement. I am Dr. Shivaji Ramagudaji, Assistant Professor, Government Postgraduate College, Kittur. So, in the previous class, we have already learnt about how the subject and verb both the coordination is very important to frame the grammatically the correct sentence. So the verb agrees with the subject, not the noun in the phrase. See here, the subject always agree with the verb, not the noun phrase in the verb. It was clarified through these two examples. Look at the first example. The book with many pages. See here, the book with many pages is on the shelf. Here, particularly, they have referred as the book with many pages is on the shelf. Is on the shelf means here the singular verb follows to that particular sentence. The teacher, along with the students, the teacher, along with the students, is attending the meeting. So the teacher along with the students is attending the meeting means here this particular subject takes is means the singular verb which agrees with the subject. And in inverted sentences, in some cases of inverted sentences, you see some examples here. Identify the subject and verb in inverted sentences. Examples: there are many options available. There are there are many options available. Here the are agrees with there, so it is a plural. And here is the book you requested, and here the particular book they have requested. So here the here agrees with is, so here is the book you requested. Now, in some sentences like the either, neither, or nor. So, verb agrees with the closest subject. So, in the either and neither cases, the subject, the verb agrees with the closest subject. We'll clarify through these examples. The first example: either my parents or my brother is coming. So here the sentence is saying that the nearest verb agrees with the subject means brother. Either my parents or my brother, the singular reference they have given. So my brother is a singular, so that way it takes verb as a singular, that is. Either my parents or my brother is coming. And in the second sentence, neither the employees nor the manager. Again here, neither the employees nor the manager they have referred here a singular reference, so that way is aware. So it takes the singular verb with the subject. And we do some common mistakes while writing. The common mistakes in subject verb agreement we can find. So they see in the first setting, mixing up singular and plural verbs without compound subject. Mixing up singular and plural verbs without compound subjects, and ignoring the subject in phrases or clauses. Sometimes we ignore the subjects in phrases or the clauses. These are the common mistakes we find in the subject verb agreement. Tips for better subject verb agreement. So which are the tips we should follow for the better uh, for argument of the subject verb agreements? So here, identify the subject clearly. So the first tips, it is very clear that we must identify the exact clarity we should be need about the subject clearly, and then determine if the subject is a singular or plural. The second most important thing we should be following in the subject verb agreement, we should be clearly identify the given subject is a singular or plural. For example, book or books, like that. We must be very clear about the ideas to avoid the common mistakes. In the practice times, you have given some examples here. So the sentence, the team wins the championship. Here the examples which I have given, the combination wins, the team is referred as a singular, so that way if you takes win means it is a wrong sentence, wins is a correct. The team wins the championship. And the second sentence, each of the player, see here, each of the players have a role, means each of the players has a role, means here referred each is a singular, so that way we have to refer has is a correct verb. Each of the players has a role. And in the next, the practice time, the news is bar are, the news is bar are surprising. So in this sentence, the news, whether it is for, the news ends with s, but it is not a plural form. The news is always referred as a singular, so that way the news is always singular, so that way it has a referring the verb, it agrees that subject is, means the news is surprising is a correct examples. The next, the committee disagrees on the policy. The committee disagrees on the policy. The committee is here referred as a singular, so that way the committee disagrees on the policies is a right example. Next, some advanced rules. Some nouns that are plural in form but singular in meaning take a singular verbs. Say some words, when they form, it looks like a plural, but they, its meaning takes a singular verbs, that is news, physics, like that. And here the examples, the news are means it is wrong, the news is broadcast at 8 p.m. News takes always, news is always singular, it takes the singular verb. And physics is my favorite subject. Here physics is word ends with s, but it is not a plural form. The physics is a singular and it is a subject, so that way physics is my favorite subject is a correct one. And some more advanced rules we have to see here. Some nouns that appear singular but are plural in meaning take a plural verbs. So here some nouns actually they have appear in a singular but are a plural in meaning, take a plural verbs. For example, police. The police is always we can refer in the plural form. So the police are investigating the case is a correct answer. If you write the police is investigating the case, means it is wrong, because the police here we referred as a plural. And the stop are on vacation. The stop they have referred, here it is referred as a plural form. So if you refer the stop is on the vacation, means it is wrong. The stop are on the vacations is a correct answer. So these are the some examples I have given to clarify you regarding the subject verb agreement. Dear students, in the next session we will discuss the more examples on the subject verb agreement. Thank you so much.